Times like this, I'm glad that I'm a dog person while being single on Valentine's Day because, love bites, especially when space cats are involved.
Oh, yes. We'll get to that.
Yeah. See, a dog, an earth dog, will always be there for you. None of that brainwashing tears and flatulence.
Yes. Very, very lovely.
Yes, and it's very appropriate that we're doing this episode just 3 days after Valentine's Day because we're here to discuss Ultraman X episodes 15 through 18. Yes, and just to drive the point further. Yeah, no, my chair's too high up for me to pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, I can't believe, freaking Wataru pulled off that whole community, staircase,
That he did.
My shoulders in the shot isn't, yes, I don't know what I have to do to convince you. They're not Bruce Wayne. We're wearing the tux. God damn. Oh, look, see, we're choosing everybody. Oh, yeah, I'm Batman, and that's Bruce Wayne. Hey, I'm Bruce Wayne, and that's Batman. Yeah. Okay, I'm done. Okay, yeah, no. Another 4 episodes. Once we're done, we'll have only 4 episodes left. But, yeah, can you believe it? It's like being Vegeta of Tokusatsu. You watch Boom Boomger, and then you're done with Boom Boomger. You watch Kamen Rider X, and you're done with Kamen Rider X. You watch Ultraman X, and then you're done with Ultraman X.
Indeed.
Yeah, everything 2 weeks apart.
Mm-hmm.
Everything 2 weeks apart. It's amazing. And then we have Gojuger, and then we're still trying to figure out what season we're going to do after X. But we do know that we're going to spin the wheel for Kamen Rider, on Sundays. Yeah. That's going to be fun. What's really weird is that this batch of episodes is all basically filler.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like usually around this point is when we at least get a 2-part episode where they at least introduce what the overarching plot of the season's gonna be, and then forget it until the last 3 episodes.
Yeah.
No, it's all filler. I'm genuinely surprised. And then we'll only have 4 episodes left, so I'm like, how are we going to squeeze in the final plot of the season in just 4 episodes? Consecutive.
They will, somehow.
They will. Yeah. And then there'll be a movie where a little kid is going to raid Johnny's closet.
Yes. Oh, yeah, we couldn't get Hiroshi Nagano. We did get Reina's actress as a different character, though.
As a different character. If I had to guess, that little kid is her son, isn't it?
Yes.
Ha! I had a feeling. I didn't watch the movie yet. I was just trying to get screenshots for it, but yeah. Hey, Ultraman X is not the first Reiwa season, is it?
No, Ultraman X isn't Reiwa at all. It's Heisei because it's 2015.
Yeah, that's why I feel a little confused as to why Tiga and Class were both there, because it's like imagine if Kamen Rider Gaim had to team up with Kuga and Ichigo, yeah, and no one else. It's you might have 4 more Kamen Riders in the background, but it mainly focuses on Kuga, Ichigo, and time.
Well, the original and Tiga are there because of how popular and iconic they are.
Yeah, but they're also the first of their respective generations, which
True.
is a little tall order considering that Ultraman Classic is technically the second season, but the first season of any Ultras period. So
yeah. It's just because like the original Ultra 7 and Tiga are the most iconic.
Yeah. But one thing I found really interesting is getting Ultraman Max and not Neos, but a different
Cosmos?
one. Cosmos, yes. Is like apparently there's a Blu-ray set for the 7 original Showa seasons, where like if you line them up in order, like their spines will make a cohesive picture, like the Dragon Ball manga.
Yeah.
I really wish the DVD would do the same thing. I don't know if it does. I haven't checked, but I know the Blu-ray does. And I'm like, I hope the DVD does that too.
Well, the Tiga Dyna Gaia DVDs from Mill Creek make a mural.
A little bit. Although, to be fair, I don't have Dyna to confirm it. So, like, I have Tiga and Gaia. But
yeah, if you put Dyna in between those two, they make a little Tiga Dyna Gaia mural.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, just wanted to make sure. But yeah, no, it's like it's weird how getting Ultraman seasons on DVD is a lot easier than getting Super Sentai or Kamen Rider. Because I'm gonna be honest, right now, all the 4 Sentai seasons that I am missing, they're still in their 40s or 50s at the moment. Like, if they were in their late 30s at least, I would probably got Ginga Man or Gao Ranger, sort of like to close the gap a little bit between Mega Ranger and Hurricaneger.
Yeah.
But they're in their 50s. I'm like, damn it. Don't have the opportunity. I'm going to have to wait. I don't know when the next time the deal's going to happen. I hope I don't have to wait till November. But yeah, it really feels like I'm going to complete my Ultraman collection faster than my Sentai collection.
Yeah, especially since Shout Factory hasn't been able to release more Sentai DVDs.
Oh no, I mean, even if we're just focusing on classic to Gaia versus focusing solely on 5-man through a Deca Ranger and like just 5-man through Deca Ranger, it's like
okay.
Even though there's like fewer seasons of Sentai, and I have a lot more seasons of Sentai than I do of Ultraman, it really feels like I'm gonna finish Ultraman faster than I'll finish Super Sentai.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I do know is I'm probably not going to finish the current available set of Kamen Rider anytime soon because they're still way up there price-wise. And yeah, I mean, I have Ryuki, so I have one, but that means I still have to get 01, Geats, Kuga, what else?
V3.
Yeah, and if you include that's also Mill Creek, isn't it? The show Discotheque. Yeah, so if I include Discotheque, I'm gonna have to also get V3 X, which we're reviewing right now, by the way. And Black and Black RX. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seasons out of 8. Yeah. I just hope that they haven't already released what's it called? Heisei Generations Forever on Blu-ray on its own yet before releasing Geo, because that should be with Geo, let's be honest.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah, I mean it's available on Tubi, but it would suck if you're gonna have to get a separate Blu-ray for that. But
Yeah.
here we are. We're discussing Ultraman, and the first episode we're dealing with involves a commander being, a died version of the commander from Tiga because he's not there for his kid.
Yep. Oh, also Godzilla. I mean, Gomez shows up.
Yes. Godzimus shows up.
Godzimus.
Yeah, Godzimus. Yeah. God, go Godzimus. Ooh.
Yeah, because as we've stated before, in the original Ultra Q, Gomez was a repurposed Godzilla 1964 suit.
Yeah. History shows again and again how Ultraman recycles kaiju costumes.
Oh, they sure do. Not that that's a bad thing.
Yeah, no. I mean, look, it could be worse. It could just be lying in a warehouse for 7 years and finally expiring. Which, by the way, is the shelf life of the rubber suits typically. And this was actually explained by, if I recall, the props master in Power Rangers SPD. Got his name. I think it was Paul something. I'm blanking. I feel stupid right now for blanking on it. The dude with the glasses. But yeah, no. I remember someone saying that the monster suit shelf life is 7 years. So if you have to use the monster suit in Power Rangers within 7 years in order to actually use it. Otherwise, you're gonna have to make a new one from scratch. And let me tell you, Dino Charge really cut it close.
Mm-hmm.
And Beast Morphers cut it even closer.
Yep. Yeah. Plus, I know that this isn't Power Rangers, but I've seen pictures of rotting Godzilla suits.
Yeah.
Luckily, my favorite suit, the 2000 suit, is still in great condition. I wish I could see it in person.
I'm surprised Scott still has that one suit from Lightspeed Rescue episode 18.
Yeah,
the one where Captain Mitchell is reveals that he's the mysterious firefighter from Carter's past. Yeah, the monster of the day. That's the one in that episode is the monster that we always see at Morphicon. With the monocle and the red eye.
Yeah, I get what you mean, but yeah. It is unfortunate how suits rot over time or they get destroyed.
Well,
because I also know 1 year at G-Fest, Shinichi Wakasa, who is a suit maker for a bunch of Godzilla suits, at his panel, I asked as to what suits still exist and what happens to them, and he said at the panel, after we're done with the movies, we usually burn them because we can't preserve them, and everybody in the room went, "Oh." So a bunch of Godzilla suits don't exist anymore.
Oof. I mean, that would explain why he looks different every time.
Yeah. But like I said, my favorite suit, the 2000 suit, is still in great condition. It still exists, and I hope to see it in person someday. I wish they would bring it at G-Fest. You think out of all conventions, they would bring it there.
Well, thankfully, it's not the 98 suit because that suit doesn't exist. It's completely CGI. Yeah, no. The only acknowledgement I have of 98 Godzilla is just the animated series that takes place where the movie left off.
Yeah,
because at least that actually felt like Godzilla.
Yes, indeed.
And funny enough, despite all the trailers I have seen for the 98 film, including the DirecTV pay-per-view on demand or whatever you call it, I'm gonna be honest, I still watched the cartoon before I saw the actual movie. So I love the cartoon. I was not into it at first because it's very slow paced, but the thing is, it's supposed to be a little slow paced because it's based on a kaiju franchise. turning it into a cartoon, it's like while preserving the integrity of like the IP, it's like it's very difficult. And let's be honest, American audience are more focused on like action-paced cartoons, like Extreme Ghostbusters and Roswell. No, Roswell Conspiracy is also pretty slow-paced and for good reasons. But let's see, what's another one? Oh yeah, Jumanji the animated series. Big Guy and Rusty is also fast-paced.
Yeah, I remember Big Guy and Rusty.
Up above, a hero of metal hue. He locked horns with disaster for the red and white and blue. You know, let's be honest. Big Guy was the Ultraman of the United States.
Besides Ultraman Powered.
Yeah. Well, technically, isn't Ultraman Powered Australia's Ultraman, though?
No, you're thinking of Ultraman Great.
Yeah.
The one to where Kane Kosugi is Ultraman.
Oh, man, I love Kane Kosugi. But yeah, like, let's be honest. He's practically an Ultraman, but man-made. Because instead of like Spectre Beam, he's got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
well, there have been Mecha Ultramen before, fake, like Ultra 7 and Ultraman Ace had robot doppelgangers in their shows.
Yeah. Is Jet Jaguar an artificial Ultra or something like that?
Kind of. Back when, before Godzilla vs. Megalon came out, there was a contest by Toho to make your own Kyodai hero. So a kid made it, and then Toho, he won that contest from Toho, and then Toho altered it to make it Jet Jaguar.
Oh, that's cool. I know that right now, Toei is having a contest where some lucky kid in Japan will get to decide design their own original Red Ranger.
I saw that.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's a gosh darn shame that it's only for Japanese residents because honestly, it would have been cool if I could get some of the designs I came up with for various fan-made seasons. And I think one that would have been perfect for this season in particular would have been this one series I came up with called Sakabi Sentai Rock Onger. Rock Onger, like Go Onger, but like rock on, yeah, and like each of the 5 Rangers would have their own unique musical instruments.
Yeah,
like the Red Ranger would be like a rhythm guitarist, where like his guitar like splits into like a sword and shield. Then
cool.
you'd have a lead guitarist whose guitar turns into an axe. And it's a flying V. It's based on flying V, by the way. So like it fits the axe design a lot better. And then the bass player, who's the female ranger, she would have female Blue Ranger to be more accurate. Her bass guitar would be a rifle. And then you got the Black Ranger, who's the drummer, and like his drumsticks would effectively be like twin daggers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Green Ranger, like he would be a keyboardist who and his keyboard can like kind of like split like bend into a bow and arrow.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, we have a female ranger who isn't the archer of the team.
Yep.
Yeah, we rarely see that. Like, I know we had like technically Maji Ranger because Yellow was kind of the archer because he had a crossbow.
Yeah.
Let's see. I know that in the new Sentai, we're gonna have a male Green as the archer instead of the female Black Ranger.
Yeah, she's got like an arm drill.
Yeah,
hand drill.
Like Doricera.
Yeah,
which kind of fits because Tricera, Monoceros.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Monoceros, which is basically, oh man, we have technically a female Rhino Ranger because real life unicorns like in what's it called in like what's it called in geology, like they discovered what is technically a real life unicorn, but it's actually an ancestor of the rhinoceros, not the horse.
Interesting.
Yeah, so but it's still a monoceros, so it counts as a unicorn. It's not the way we present day humans perceive. So if you want to be like really anal with like mesobiology, technically we have our first female Rhino Ranger. Yeah, which is funny because if you really think about it, in Live Man, had those two friends from the first episode not died, then like the female friend who died would have been the first female Green Ranger, and yes, Sci-Fi is her Zord, so yeah.
Yeah, they could have.
Yeah. Can you imagine having a female Green Ranger 29 years sooner?
Yeah, in the 80s.
Yeah, that'd be crazy, man. That'd be crazy. But yeah, so the commander gets a letter from his daughter that's, oh, like I'm getting married. You're not invited because you were never there. It's like, wait, he was never there. That's right. Even when his wife was sick and dying, he was always called into work because there's a kaiju attack while she's dying. Even though the mom said, go, you have to fight that kaiju, the daughter's like right there.
Very clever. Now who has my father? Uh-oh. Someone has some daddy issues. Nothing could be my father from the truth. Who? You said my father. No, I didn't. How? Did not. Shabba! For me, this is a dad issue. Dad issue! Dad! Dad be dead! Oh. Daddy didn't love me!
Yeah. I mean, technically he did. He was just too busy with the work. But yeah, that's the way it is, But yeah, and like he tried to go to the car sales place to reconcile with her, but wouldn't you know it, he gets called in for a kaiju attack with Notzilla.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a thing, and it's like, oh no, I had to go to the Geo base. It's like, no, you go to your daughter's wedding. We'll take care of it. Okay, I'll go to my daughter's wedding while you guys take care of it. Psych! I'm actually gonna fight the kaiju using Cyber Gamera.
Yeah, and Gomez is holding up very well. He's known for his strength and durability, which makes sense because Godzilla himself is also very durable and has immense strength.
Yeah, but I do find it interesting how like he uses like a boxer formation.
Oh yeah, for Mecha. No, not Mecha. Cyber Gomera.
Yes, Cyber Gomera. I remember you mentioning a Mecha Gomera at one point.
Well, we saw Mecha Gomera and talked about it last episode.
Yeah, but I always wondered.
Podcast.
Yeah, I was wondering how this could have played out, how this episode could have been written differently, and I'm thinking to myself, can you imagine if like he followed through on ditching Geo to go to his daughter's wedding like he was supposed to, but then he died on the way there, like he was like killed by Gomez while trying to drive to the wedding. It's like Ultraman was able to stop, like say if Gomez was about to attack in the direction of the wedding chapel was supposed to take place, but Ultraman tries to like wrestle it out of the way, but like as soon as it tries to blast, send out a blast, it's like it misses because of the interference, but but while the chapel is saved, unintentionally, the commander gets caught in the blast.
That'd be pretty dark.
It would be dark, but fitting. Like, I mean, it would suck that this is his first Focus episode and it ends with him dying. But at least, like, when he doesn't show up for the wedding, at least we understand why. It shed a few tears about it. Tachibana will take over as commander, and rightfully so. But because apparently Tachibana, unlike the commander from Tiga, actually does stay in touch with her child. And
That's
actually
true.
takes care of them.
We actually see that in an episode
Yeah.
that we're talking about.
Yeah. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, so Tachibana is the GOAT when it comes to being a commander. But yeah, no, but it's like, but then a bad ending would have been if like he actually shows up to the wedding, but then bails after arriving in order to fight Gomora, but still dies. Like,
Yeah.
it would be still dark, but worse.
I feel sorry for
Maybe
the
if this was
child.
Ultra.
Your father would rather be dead than take care of you. Damn, that is tragic. What a complete jackass.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, I could see that happening if this was like Ultraman Leo or Ultraman Nexus. Because those were a pretty dark series.
Oh man, Leo! I like when you told me about that clip. I had to look into it. I'm like, damn,
You know, for kids.
for kids. I mean, death is a part of Ultraman franchise. It doesn't shy away from it at times. And
Yeah,
considering how
but it's the
goofy
fact
this
that his
season is-
dad gets split in half.
Yeah,
And they have his blood and guts on the pavement.
yeah. So what ends up happening is, yeah, he defeats Gomez. He shows up at the chapel, but well,
Wedding's
you
over.
see Jingle All the Way when Howard like shows up to the gymnasium where the rank ceremony is supposed to take place. I didn't make it, and there's like the janitor. But for some reason, we're supposed to see like, oh, the daughter came back so that he could walk her down the aisle, the very empty aisle, which brings me to alternate ending number 3. What if Gomez did destroy the chapel, but he showed up anyways? So when he's holding his daughter down the aisle, it's basically her ghost. You know, like the ending of Space Runaway Idion. Yeah, if you thought Evangelion was dark.
But speaking of which, Hideaki Yano actually got inspired, a bunch of ideas inspired for Evangelion from Ultraman.
Yep. Not surprised. I mean, come on, like even Eva 01 did this at one point. Yeah,
the Splasium beam.
Yeah, and both of them do become arms in Ano Robo.
Yep.
Yeah. Gojira is still awesome. I love that Machine Cyclone becomes the head.
Yeah.
Very ninja of them. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole episode right there.
Yeah.
Not much to say, but other than if you're a dad, commit to your daughter. Like,
Yes.
You could fight kaiju any day you want, but your daughter gets married only once, presumably.
You don't understand. Gomez showed up. He's practically my favorite kaiju.
Yeah. But it's your daughter. But that is Gomez. What part of that don't you understand? The part where you're missing your daughter's wedding. Did I stutter? Gomez. Gomez. Wait, hold on. Avatar Aang. Gomez.
Oh, yeah. And they just have the foaming mouth guy.
But yeah. Okay, next episode. It's basically a documentary.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's just true crime. Is basically that annual episode of The Rookie that you're always look forward to watching because that's The Rookie's equivalent of interdimensional cable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's basically true crime, Ultraman Alien Edition.
Yeah. Yeah. 1 emergency. 2 Geo. 3 action. 4 perfect. 5 get on. Ready to go. We will fight the alien kaiju from invading the earth because we use cyber kaiju to solve these crimes. And when going gets tough, when super's just not enough, we use Ultraman X. Okay,
it's true.
That was just shameless. What the heck? Ultraman X. Okay, oh man, it's like I knew this was gonna have a bad ending, so I'm like, may as well embrace it and give them what they want. Terrible singing. You want to see me sing? Well, go to the bar I go to when I'm hosting. Okay. It's right there. I'm there on Thursdays sometimes on Tuesdays, sometimes on Sundays. No, I work on Sundays. But the point is, you want to see me sing, Bill? Come meet me in person. Yeah.
But we basically see that Daichi made little habitats for the Spark Dolls.
It is adorable. Not gonna lie though, and it's like, oh yeah, we're learning about every member of Geo, and yes, even Diet Rana was like, oh, why should only men save the world? Women should carry their weight too. I'm like, wow, look at you being a Powerpuff Girl chasing after Femme Fatale and her collection of Susan B. Anthony coins. I'm genuinely happy about this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you won't be the best girl of the season, but hey, look at you for giving good reasons to justify your nomination for that role.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like, oh, there's a mysterious woman in a red outfit who might secretly be a grasshopper kaiju. I'm like, I'm sorry, did we get our script mixed up with Black Sun?
No, she's a cicada alien.
No, yeah, cicada right there. Okay, so it's so we're definitely not mixing things up with Juco Beef Fighter either.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm just sick of all these illegal kaiju infiltrating Earth, disguising themselves as humans. I'm just kidding. Man. It's basically. I mean, this episode's basically Deca Ranger, so I had to do my Sky Tate routine, because he was in Supergirl season 4 as a unsavory person on Twitter who's also a senator. Man, Chris Velez, he's playing a racist character a lot, and when you really look at it, it's like first he's racist against cyborgs in Power Rangers, and then he's racist against aliens in Supergirl. I'm not gonna judge Chris Velez as a person because I don't know him well enough, but the characters you play, jeez.
Yeah.
It's imagine if Ed Norton got so into that role from American History X, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go and play other characters just like the one I'm playing in this movie, and do that exclusively. I'm like, bruh. Diversify your portfolio, please. But of course, we get an interrogation scene. Of course, we got bad cop, worst cop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with some aliens.
Yeah, it's like, okay, monkey face, where are donde están los dragas? Yeah, man, I love those Pete Holmes skits. Where are the drugs, you jerk face? Why are you doing Malkovich? The silly drugs. Man, I gotta rewatch those Pete Holmes skits when he plays Batman. Harvey face, scary face, Two-Face. What have you done to Harvey and Scary?
Oh no, it is two-faced and one face.
Remember Robot Chicken? It's like, call me by my new name, Three-Face.
Yes, I've seen that.
I will roll a 3-sided die. If it rolls on 1, I kill you. If it rolls on 2, you live. If it rolls 3, we go over hot chocolates. And then he accidentally gets bleached on his face. Call me by my real name, Four-Face. I got 4 straws. You pull the longest one, you live. Pull the shortest one, you die. But if you pull one of the other 2, I'll either bleach your costume or we go out for hot chocolate. And then he pulls the one for hot chocolate. This hot chocolate's really good. Yeah, the soup ain't too bad either. Wait, let me try that. No, Harvey, no. But yeah. End of the day, they figure out who's been causing the crime, and they dispatch the crime very quickly. Mm-hmm. It's a very short episode. Like, real talk, not much happens. It's mostly a comedy about like making fun of the whole. We got we're doing the whole true crime routine, but it's a very basic episode. It's filler. It's fun. We're having a fun time. That's all that really matters. And yeah. I do love the part where they take those profile pictures of them.
Oh yeah, of the aliens.
Yeah, because they got a lot of aliens in this, and like, yeah, they got snacks. So it's like, Oh, and I love how like that cicada alien, they they censored her human face.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty funny. But of course, Giant Kaiju shows up. Ultraman Tiga. It's like a drill narwhal thing.
Yeah, Goobula.
See, you know what I like about having those Ultraman DVDs is it comes with a catalog of the kaiju that show up in the show. Yeah. So it's like a personal regional Pokedex. Yep. So I'm like, damn, I wish I had Ultraman X on DVD now, so I could have actually just like look at the book like right in front of you, like a total like poser.
Yeah, well, it's on Blu-ray, not DVD.
They only have it on Blu-ray.
Yes.
No!
Well, there is another option. You could always get the Malaysian bootleg DVD.
No! Wait, hold on. I gotta do this the right way. I gotta do this to Daniel Radcliffe. Oh, hold on. It probably looks better from the side view. Hold on.
Yeah, do you not have a Blu-ray player?
I have my PlayStation.
PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5?
5, but the thing is, it's like I'm a bit of a predominantly medium purist. It just messes with my OCD. It's like I got like DVDs, Blu-rays, DVDs. It's like I would have less of a problem with like the Blu-ray boxes had the same dimensions as actual DVD boxes.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, personally, it doesn't bother me because I collect both DVDs and Blu-rays. So I usually go for like the best option.
Plus, when you have like a TV show, you know, I like the idea of having a uniform medium for the entire series. I mean, like imagine like collecting Power Ranger episodes the old-fashioned way, where it's like get 4-episode VHS, 4-episode VHS, 4-episode VHS, and then all of a sudden 4-episode DVD, 4-episode DVD, 4-episode DVD, and then 10-episode Blu-ray. It's like I like, and you know, like that's always been a problem when you play Metroid or Pokemon because let's be honest, if you're playing the most recent version of all 5 Metroid games, yes, I'm talking about the main games. You know, you're like going through the games chronologically. You have to play Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo 64, get back to Game Boy Advance, and then the Switch. And it's like technically 4 out of 5 Metroid games are available on the Switch now if you use the Virtual Console. Although technically all 5 of them, if you include like the original Game Boy version of Metroid 2, but the thing is, you don't want to play Metroid 2. You want to play Samus Returns, the 3DS version.
I see.
Yeah. Although considering what they've been doing, Castlevania games, you know, the Dominus collection, it's like you really could make a Nintendo Switch port of Metroid 2, like the remake, because you just basically frame it the same way you do with Dread, you know, and like you still have like the free aim feature. The only thing is, and like you could have like a tiny corner with like the second with the touch screen, but better idea. Since the only thing you're using the touchscreen for is in fact just to switch between different missiles and bombs, you could just use the ZR and ZL buttons just to like rotate between them like you do in Super Metroid, and that would solve the issue. That's it. And if you need the map, just go to the pause screen.
Yeah.
Problem solved. See, Nintendo, I figured out a way to get the 3DS game of Metroid 2 onto the Switch. Bring it to the Switch, and then you have all 5 Metroid games in one system. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I'll say this: another funny aspect of the episode is when the characters like try to say something profound, but then they mess. I was like, wait, can I try again? Profound phrase.
Yes.
Yeah. And I love how like when the interviewer like tries to like raise a microphone up to Ultraman. It's like Ultraman,
can we get an interview?
Get a few words for you. He's like, yeah.
I don't want to seem like a rude alien.
Yeah. Also, I can't speak English. I mean French. I mean Malaysian. I mean Japanese. But man, I have to say, it's kind of racist that like the name on the placard is Cicada Woman.
Well, that's what they're known as. That's what they've always been known as.
No, I get that's her species. I'm just saying, you'd think that the individual organism would have its own name.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so that's kind of silly. But yeah, it's just a silly episode, you know. Yeah, we're just having our fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on to the next episode, the one that's gonna make you cry.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's right. You're gonna cry in this one because this is the obligatory Old Yeller episode.
Pretty much.
Yeah, little girl out in the boonies is like she accidentally finds a mysterious pet. It could be a guard dog. Nope, it's Pigmon. And I have to say, I love the texturing on Pigmon in this episode.
Yeah.
It's like they really went out of their way to really make it look more organic as opposed to rubber suited monster. And like they really did a great job with like animating its face, with the animatronics, the eyes, the mouth. It's like, wow. So is this where they really improved the Pigmon design?
I think they did before that, but it does look good.
Yeah, it's like because again, didn't watch anything between Tiga and Ginga, so I wouldn't know. But man, seeing it up close, not in like a giant monster fight, but like actually seeing it from up close, like, damn, that is some really good costuming.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but of course the little girl's like, "What if I had a pet?" Well, silly girl, you can't have a pet. It's like even if you had a guard dog, we don't have any thieves or anything for the dog to guard against. But nevertheless, the little girl still discreetly plays with Pigmon, playing jump rope, getting it a laurel, like a head laurel, and of course hiding it in a very adorable way in a secret little cave where like all the personal belongings are. And man, I'm just distracted by how good the animatronics are on this design.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, damn, it's like it's a real thing.
Yeah, Tsuburaya does a great job with their kaiju and monster suits. Alien suits, I guess.
This instance in particular, because damn, it looks so organic.
It's like, they did a great job with the suit.
Yeah, it's like with Gomez. It's like you could tell it's a rubber suit, but like here, it's like, damn, it looks so organic. But of course,
yeah. But wait until you see powered Pigmon. That thing is nightmare fuel. I
can imagine, because it's like Pigmon is kind of like a Bagua from the Gremlins. It looks cute now, but then when you feed it after midnight, you know. So yeah, there's like a festival going on, and the little girl's playing with Pigmon. It's so cute, but then everyone gets scared because it's a real kaiju, and they even hog tie it like it's freaking Quasimodo. When everyone finds out that he's not wearing a mask in Topsy Turvy Day, which by the way, I bloody love Topsy Turvy Day in 5-Man.
Oh gosh, yep. I remember that episode.
That was one of the best episodes of 5-Man, as far as the first 29 episodes go. I'm only 29 episodes and like don't hate. I'll watch the remaining 19 episodes in due time. Don't worry about it. But damn, that was pretty funny. It's like, we've waited 20 years for this. Now, if you don't destroy the 5-Man in 24 hours, we will kill you. I'm like, please, like, do it. Like, let's get rid of Garo.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest. I don't like how they made Garo a threat in the first half of the show, but in the second half, he becomes a joke.
Yeah. I mean, I would understand like that being a thing for just this one episode because it is Topsy Turvy Day. You're like, he is required contractually to be like the lowest ranking grunt for this one day. And I get it. And I can't wait to see him give the comeuppance once Topsy Turvy Day ends. But you know, please don't foreshadow that he's just gonna go downhill. We already have Puppet Garo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the fact that like the puppets become a mainstay in the show is kind of weird.
They're only there for like 12 episodes.
Really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just weird that like they just like showed up in that one Black Ranger focus episode and they just stayed for a really long time. So much so that the puppets are now doing the preview for the next episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we get the powered kaiju in this episode. Oh
King
man,
Ghidorah.
yeah, it looks like a giant land piranha.
Pretty much. Like kind of mixed with an anglerfish
Yeah,
lizard thing.
yeah. It high key reminds me of that episode of Power Rangers in Space when Andros accidentally adopts Seymour.
Oh yeah, that episode.
The Rangers have stolen my servant! Well, I suggest you go and get him. What do you want me to do? Really? I'm the Princess of Darkness. I got a galaxy to run. I'm not just gonna like do your job for you. You should have like looked over your servant a lot better. I have Elgar to deal with. Why they brought him back, I have no idea. Like, I served Dark Spectre without question, but that decision was his most questionable one. You know what? What if that's the reason she wanted to overthrow Dark Spectre using the Psycho Rangers? Because Dark Spectre stuck her with Elgar.
Maybe.
That'd be a hilariously petty reason to overthrow your master. But let's make that a thing. Yeah. So naturally, they have to save Pigmon from being hogtied, while Ultraman fights off the giant angler monster. And yeah, power surge. He's weakening, and it's got like this rapid fire attack, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To where it actually destroys the Bemstar armor.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're just scrambling to find answers. So just in case, let's go use the exceed form, because why wouldn't we use the exceed form? But we just blast it. We don't even actually use the exceed form. We just use the blast from the exceed form. It's like, okay, way to bypass the power coupling, but hey, it's the age of Star Wars 7. It's the age of Star Wars 7. Force Awakens. Same here.
Yeah, so basically, Pigmon even saves a person who wanted him out of the town, and then he's like, oh, Pigmon saved me. I changed my mind now. And rightfully so.
Yeah, a little late for that, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and man, the team from Geo are not happy. It's like they went full Dan Turpin on Pigmon, where it's like the world did not need a Superman; it needed an Ultraman.
But it turns out that Pigmon survived, and then he's got like a big, what do you call them? Medical bandana? No, not bandana.
Bandage?
Medical tape around his head.
Oh, gauze.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, and he even reminisces about all the kids he's met along the way. Yeah, I always wonder what's gonna happen next in the Iron Giant. But I'm glad they never made a sequel, because it would never live up to the original if they did make one.
Probably not.
But at the end of the day, Vin Diesel gave a great performance. I am not a gun. I am Groot.
And my mom is a Megazord.
Yeah. Yeah. She is. Hikey, that is true. Yep. And that brings us to our final episode of the night, where love really bites.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So here's the thing. When you tell your best friend that this beautiful woman that you're attracted to is your childhood friend and nothing else, yeah, your friend will assume that that's all you are. You're just friends. If you had the hots for her, your friend should know you had the hots for her so that he doesn't hit on the woman you're into.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you shoot your shot and fail, then he can move in on her. But, or just stay friends, Sometimes being friends is better than being in a relationship. Yeah. Or just let things go and let your best friend date your childhood friend. You're not entitled to anything in life except for like the base amount of human respect because you are in fact a human. But the point is, it's like this episode could be in r/nice guy. Let's be honest. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, as it turns out, the childhood friend got a tea job because Wataru put in a good word for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But she has the hots for the other dude because he just randomly shows up. It's like, hey, Wataru's friend, you want to go watch the rugby game later? Hey, I'm in the rugby game. Yeah, so Wataru's in the rugby game, and I was hoping to have a date to watch the rugby game in the audience. Like, I would be perfectly clear, she does not belong in the streets, but, it's like, you kind of walked in on the situation by, by not telling your best friend how you really felt about her.
Yeah, it's important to, set those boundaries up.
Yeah, and look, it's like whether you like it or not, you can't stop your best friend from dating your childhood friend. But the thing is, it's like, if you at least talked about your feelings, maybe they would put those feelings into consideration, or at least try to put their best efforts to have your blessing to date her, because it's like, at the end of the day, like, if you're a good friend, you do want your best friend and your childhood friend to both be happy. And if they're going to be happiest together, it's like, who are you to stop them? But the thing is, if you don't say anything, no one's going to know.
Yeah. Yeah. And plus, it's not like they were dating at first and then his best friend decided to date his friend's ex-girlfriend.
And even then, like, it's not impossible to date your friend's ex. It's just like, there's a lot of communication and boundary evaluation that needs to go into that before any of that happens. And yes, I did lose a friendship because someone did not respect my boundaries. And mind you, it's not even an issue of, hey, I'm not cool with you dating my ex. It's more of an issue of, you didn't even bring up that you were dating them in the first place while I was still grieving about the breakup.
That sucks. Yeah. Personally, I wouldn't date the ex of a friend because I wouldn't feel right doing that to them.
Yeah. And again, for me, it's not even the fact that two of them were dating. It's the fact that, like, he wasn't being honest about it. If he was being honest about it, like if he said, hey, just a heads up, yeah, your ex, like, we're kind of seeing each other, and I know, like, it might be hard on you because I know you're still grieving about her, but I'm just, like, letting you know that, that this thing is happening. And I've been like, well, I'm not happy about it, but I can't stop you. But I'm giving the heads up that this is what you're going to be in for if you do decide to date. If you decide to keep dating, I can't stop you, but heads up, you know, these uncomfortable things might end up happening while you're dating each other. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like you be as prepared as possible. Because, yeah, I was not on good terms with the ex before me. So it's like, it's not like I had someone to prepare me for the bad things. But you know, at least I would prepare the next guy about.
Yeah.
Just like how, like, if I was, if any of my exes knew that I was about to date someone else, I'm pretty sure they're gonna give people the heads up about me, about what it's like to date me. How much of it will be truthful or not is debatable. I think it really depends on the actual ex, because it's like some of my exes have nothing bad to say about me, but you never know.
Yeah.
I mean, TLDR, don't concern yourself with people may or may not be saying behind your back. Concern yourself with, like, the moment, being in the now. Be your best self. That's what matters most. But yeah, no, like, some people will just, like, say ish about their exes, even if the ish is not even true, just because it's like you want to feel like you were justified in the breakup, whether like they dumped you, you dumped them, you mutually broke up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's like you could tell these two are having a bit of friction. Like, even though Water is playing his rugby game, he's getting some play of the game highlights. Best homegirl's not paying attention to him. And then electromagnetic field causes Athos to be trapped in the sky. So it's a bottle episode. Sort of. Yep. So, but, you know, they're not really, like, communicating while they're bottled. Kind of defeats the whole concept of bottling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got a giant one-eyed cat tentacle monster. Not that kind of tentacle monster.
Muchan.
Yes, Mu-chan.
Yeah.
Who first showed up in Ultraman Max.
Ah. Cool. And incidentally, Red King also shows up, which looks a little pale, if you ask me.
Yeah, Red King usually has a greenish hue, despite being called Red King. It's called Red King because, you know, the whole LR thing in Japanese. So originally, for like the original Ultraman, they were going to have it be called Lead King, as in leader of the monsters, but then they just decided to call it Red King.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so once Muchan notices X, like, it gets hard eyes and starts glomping him to the point that even Red King looks really uncomfortable with the situation. And he goes like,
yeah,
well, I'm going to go back to smashing the city. Bye.
That's true. I'm going to go back to smashing the city. Bye.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. We need Godzilla to do that.
Yeah. 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 And yes, Wataru also did the staircase thing when he saw his two friends in the tea shop.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. But yeah, no, Muchan is just completely in the way and just like not letting X do his job. And it's like, why are you ignoring me? Why are you ignoring me? So she tries to glomp him again. It's like, what's going on here? Well, we do find out why things are happening, obviously. Because apparently, a long time ago, X actually saved it from Red King, actually.
No, it wasn't Red King.
No. It was a different kaiju with wings. Just remembered it had wings. And so it fell in love with X ever since.
Yeah, so, but I kind of forgot about it, and then Eventually, he defeats Red King, goes over to Moo, and then Moo
tries to clump
farts.
him. Yeah. A pink aroma, which apparently causes anyone that smells the flatulence to also Red King becomes powered up.
Oh yeah, he becomes EX Red King.
Yeah, he's got them King Kong hands.
Yes.
Rated U for you're gonna die. You thought I was gonna say rated U for Ultraman. No, it's rated U for you're gonna die. But yeah, no. Whoever gets a whiff of the flatulence ends up forgetting Moo's existence. So
did the writers of Ninja Steel write this?
Can you imagine if the writers of this episode were hired to write Ninja Steel?
I hate Ninja Steel. I really do.
I don't even hate Victor and Monty. I just hate what the show did with them as characters.
Okay, I guess I shouldn't say I don't hate Ninja Steel. I just think it's one of the worst seasons.
Yeah, it's the fart jokes.
Primarily.
And the thing is, the first two episodes had so much promise. I'm like watching those first two episodes and how like a Brody escapes through that space dumpster. Nice callback to Rita Repulsa, by the way. It's like, damn, this is actually pretty decent writing. And then once you get to episode 3, it's like, oh, now I remember what went wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, you want to believe so hard that's going to improve in the last quarter because you have that 2-part episode with Wes, Coda, and Gemma.
Yeah.
But not sure why they're in hoods, but let's be honest. The only good, the best memory we have of Ninja Steel, aside from Dimensions in Danger, is literally that parody of Ninja the Mission Force.
And there goes my cat.
Yeah, where it's like, oh, they took Brad, what's his name's trailer for Ninja the Mission Force, took the audio from the trailer, and then just like put in clips from Ninja Steel because, Linkara, and the audio footage works surprisingly well.
Yeah.
It's like, Gordon, I need to go into space. And like, he throws that UFO Maru disc.
Yeah.
It's like, run, it's the greatest ninja. And we get an attack from a T-Rex, which is the same clip from Ninja the Mission Force, where it's like, run, it's the greatest ninja. And they get attacked by a dinosaur. It's like, wow. Ninja Steel really had all the material needed to make a replica of the trailer for Ninja the Mission Force.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in case you're wondering what that series is, basically imagine Kung Pao Enter the Fist if it was made by a former member of Channel Awesome. Yeah, except instead of it being a kung fu film, it's a 80s spy movie thing, James Bond, but with ninjas. Because watch as a righteous ninja does battle against an evil ninja, for only a ninja can defeat a ninja. Ninja, 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 ninja. That's an actual line. Yeah, so Ultraman's like, who are you? What? I don't know what this kaiju is. It looks friendly, but it's a releasing electromagnetic field that could be incredibly dangerous. So meanwhile, yes, homeboy rescues, or rather checks in on childhood friend. It's like, oh, are you okay? Yeah, thankfully the shop wasn't destroyed. Oh, that's good. Like, let's sit on this bench like a romantic couple. And it just so happens that Moon-chan starts crying in perfect timing and location where It looks like it's raining over Wataru, like it's like a tragic ending of a soap opera, but it's just Moo crying.
Yep. And apparently her tears cause her amnesia to forget who Ultraman X is.
It's weird. It kind of reverses the amnesia where like Ultraman X now remembers her, like even back then, but now she doesn't remember her.
Yeah.
Oh, and it just so happens that the monster that was attacking her was the bird penguin thing from episode 4.
No, that wasn't Bemstar. It looked like a winged Dorico.
It looks very similar. I mean, it's winged, yes, but like they both look like penguins.
They're two completely different kaiju, I assure you.
But both look like penguins.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like right now the only penguin I need is not Colin Farrell, but rather the Fleetwood Mac album. And of course, the episode ends with Homeboy doing a really bad cover of the Ultraman X theme song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, all's well that ends well in love and war. And Wataru walks out and finds a cat.
There's a cat right there.
There's a
behind
cat right
me.
there. Yeah.
She's being silly again.
Yeah, see, this is why I prefer being a dog person, because dogs don't break your heart until they die. In which case, they break your heart into 1,024 shards. But
I don't know. I love cats. They're adorable. Most are friendly. And you know, my cat that I had before this, she was really friendly and wanted attention. So does this one.
Yeah, but dogs, they want to give attention. That's the thing I love about. I'm not trying to have a measuring contest. Ooh, dogs versus cats, but let me just say, my boy, I love him so much. He's such a sweetheart. In fact, I want to end this podcast early just so I could snuggle up with him. I'm just kidding. No, our podcast is over just because it's naturally over. Because we're done reviewing all 4 episodes. And we only have 4 more episodes to go, which means we only have 2 podcast episodes left for this season.
Mm-hmm, that we do.
Yeah. So, let's see. Honestly, first 3 episodes, 8s across the board, but I would give a 10 to episode 18 just because I just freaking love the whole Muchan thing.
Yeah. Yeah, in Ultraman Max, it makes Max forget who he is, so he actually forgets how to fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. It just so happens that I have Ultraman Max. So, oh boy.
But let's see, I give a 9 for the first episode, 8 for the other 2, and then a 9.5 for, actually no, another 9 for this episode.
All right. Yeah.
Because, you know, Gomez, extra points. It's basically Godzilla.
Yeah. I just realized that, like, you know, it'd be funny if, like, in a conversation between the commander and her daughter, she would have been like, it's like, Dad, I used to, for the longest time, all I would think about is how you would give me lipstick for my birthday. But now I have a new man that I would spend all my time thinking about, and he'd be like, girl, we already have a Rena in this season. You're not going to be Rena. We also have our own Daigo. And believe it or not, he's not trapped in Johnny's closet. So we don't need you or your mysterious husbando. Yeah.
Besides, we've already got Rena showing up in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's that, you know. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode. What do you look forward to most in the final 4 episodes of the show? I can't believe we're almost done with it.
Well, it's a short season.
Yeah. Even compared, well, I'm not gonna lie though. Like, I felt like Rube was longer, and Rube was 25 episodes. Don't get me wrong; it's like 3 episodes longer, but like, and like it would have been 1 video more than this season would be. So it's like Rube was 7 videos. This will be 6, including the movie. So it's like, but man, even though it's just 1 video, even though it's just 3 episodes, this season felt way shorter than Rube. Like way shorter.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Love is in the air, but not in space because space cats make you sadder than baby Metroids. You know, Muchan does kind of resemble a Metroid, if you think about it.
Cat droid.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that, like, Muchan doesn't become, like, a cyber kaiju for him to utilize. That would have been interesting.
Cyber Muchan.
Cyber Muchan. Meow. You would have like a bunch of tendrils with cat paws on them. Happy to see Pigmon though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Pigmon's a friendly kaiju. Or kaijin. Yep. Is he technically a kaijin?
Yeah, it's like I always thought that like human-sized monsters would be called kaijin, but in Ultraman, even like human-sized ones are referred to as kaiju. But with that in mind, I feel like going back to Tiga and just like rewatching those episodes where he would transform but stay human-sized. I'm like, just like watching Kuga.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, episode 13, the Human Collection.
Yeah. I think there's one more episode where he was human-sized. Bootleg Godzilla.
Is it though? Because you know, like I said before, in Ultra Q, Gomez was a repurposed Godzilla suit. So more like Godzilla in another role. Maybe. Is it really a bootleg Godzilla if you think about it?
Drives a good point. But then again, it's Venjix, a bootleg Beetleborg.
Good question.
Is Evox a bootleg attack bot?
Well, Evox is Venjix.
Yeah,
well, not Venjix from Forever Red, but from RPM.
Good times. Well, that's it for the comments. We hope you enjoyed. If you want to have us talk more about space rugby or space football or space Australia or space, well, we're not going to talk about space Michael Jackson anymore because he's retired. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon, stay notified for our latest videos, and be sure to share our videos because it helps out with the algorithm. On Mondays, we do Ultraman X, and we only have 2 more videos left. And this Sunday, we're going to be doing our final video for Kamen Rider X. So our week starts and ends with an X for the last time this week. And of course, on Wednesdays we got Kamen Rider Gov. We're staying true to the new episodes. And starting this Thursday, we are discussing the #1 Sentai. Go Juja! Your name is just 50-jer.
50-jer.
Honor Decado? Yeah. Yeah, no, they really said it. Honor Decado.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, so we'll be discussing that on Thursday. Also, check out our Power Morphicon interviews. We just had a few new ones uploaded, including a villain and 3 Rangers. So definitely check those videos out. And hopefully we'll be uploading a few more later on, coming soon. And check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we discuss various movies. And if you want to follow our personal content,
you can find me at youtube.com/AxelRanger.
Yep, and you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto. With all that said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits, hug your loved ones, and we will see you again real soon. Have a good one.